Dale Evans, known as the Queen of the West, spent her whole life with Roy Rogers, a famous cowboy. Their stories of love and faith won people's hearts. But behind the scenes, Dale's journey was full of lies, tragedies, and a shocking truth about her husband that shocked everyone. In her last years, she told the truth that had been bothering her for decades, which caused her a lot of physical and mental pain. What was the worst thing Dale knew but couldn't keep secret any longer? Dale Evans wasn't always the beautiful cowgirl you see in movies. Frances Octavia Smith was her given name when she was born in Uvalde, Texas on October 31st, 1912. Her early years were hard, full of family problems and broken hearts. Frances, or Francie as she was sometimes known, lived with her uncle, Dr. L.D. Massey, an internal medicine doctor in Osceola, Arkansas, for a lot of her youth. She thought that living with her uncle would give her some security. But Frances, who was young, still had to deal with problems and insecurity. Frances did something risky when she was only 14 years old. She ran away with a man named Thomas F. Fox. She had Thomas F. Fox Jr. when she was 15. It wasn't the fairy tale she had hoped for. After only 1 year, her young husband left her, leaving Frances in Memphis, Tennessee, as a single mother. All of a sudden, she was by herself, trying to raise a child and follow her music dream. Frances wasn't giving up, though. When she moved to Memphis, she got singing jobs at WMC and Rec, where she also played the piano and gained a small fan base. Life wasn't easy, but it was a start. By 1929, she was no longer married, and her hopes of becoming a singer still seemed far away. Then, there was a big change, a new name. A station manager at WOS in Louisville, Kentucky, proposed a more interesting name. Dale Evans is one that would be easy for announcers to say. It sounded catchy, bright, and easy to remember. Frances was happy about it because she thought a new name would help her start over. As a young singer, Dale found her voice as a jazz, swing, and big band singer. Her singing was both smooth and strong, which made her a radio star favorite. Because of how good she was, she got a screen test, which led to a deal with 20th Century Fox Studios. Dale was finally getting some attention, but there were some conditions. The movie industry wanted her image to be flawless, spotless, pure, and free of any scandal. This is why studio execs made up a story. Dale was not a single mom. She was Tommy's teenage brother-loving, single sister. Tommy was really her son, Thomas F. Fox Jr., but the truth was kept secret. It hurt to lie. However, Dale had to go along with in order to keep her job. Dale's early work was hard, and so was her love life. She tried again after her first marriage to Fox didn't work out. She got married to August Wayne Johns in 1929. This marriage lasted until 1935, but they didn't have any kids or be very happy together. Dale kept going in his work and in his love life. She married Robert Dale Butts in 1937, a musician who played piano and made arrangements for her music. This marriage was more about working together than about being in love. Dale Evans married Roy Rogers at the Flying L Ranch in Davis, Oklahoma on the last night of 1947. It wasn't just any wedding. It was the coming together of two Hollywood stars. Roger was married for the third time, and Dale had been married 4 times before. They became famous together on TV for more than a year before they got married. They met on the set of Home in Oklahoma. It wasn't just for the cameras that they got along. They teamed up in business and in life, and their life together was full of love, loss, and lots of cowboy hats. Dale thought it was time to be honest soon after the wedding. There was a story going around for years that her son Tommy was really her young brother. Dale was ready to clear things up now that he was married to Rogers. Tommy was her son, not a brother or sister. Once the truth came out, Rogers took Dale's son as his own. He already had 3 kids from his second marriage, Cheryl, Linda, and Roy Jr., Dusty. Robin Elizabeth was born in 1950, the couple's first child together. At first it was happy, but then it broke my heart. Robin had a lot of health problems because she was born with Down syndrome. She passed away soon before her 2nd birthday because of problems. Dale was very sad, but she used her sadness to make a plan. Angel Unaware is a book she wrote about Robin's short life. It was more than just a birthday present. It was a call for people to change how they think about kids who have developmental challenges. The Oklahoma County Council for Mentally Retarded Children was called the Dale Rogers Training Center in her honor because of how much she helped. Dale kept writing a lot of books. Most of them were religious and meant to give parents who were going through similar problems hope. Roy and Dale kept going after Robin. They took in 4 more kids, Dodie, Sandy, and Debbie, adding to the mix of people in their family. Even though they had busy jobs, they tried to give all of their children a loving home. The couple was a huge hit because of how well they worked together on screen. They were on The Roy Rogers Show from 1951 to 1957. Roy rode Trigger while Dale rode Buttermilk, her trusty buckskin horse. The show showed off their parts as cowboys and cowgirls. Dale did more than just smile and sing, though. She added a touch of kindness and a word of faith, telling people to turn to God when they were having a hard time. There was more to Dale than just the screen, though. The Roy Rogers and Dale Evans Show was a comedy Western entertainment show that she co-hosted with Roy in 1962. Dale had already been very open about her Christian views by that time. She used her fame to get the word out. Faith is often a part of the show's themes. She spoke at the Project Prayer rally at the Shrine Auditorium in Los Angeles in 1964, which was a big step into politics for her. The rally's goal was to bring back required school prayer, which had been thrown out by the Supreme Court twice. Dale stood before 2,500 attendees and declared, "It's high time that all America stood up to be counted. Let our children learn of the Lord and be free." She was joined by Hollywood stars like Walter Brennan, Rhonda Fleming, and Pat Boone, all supporting the cause. When the 1964 presidential election rolled around, Dale showed her political stripes again. She supported Barry Goldwater, the conservative candidate known for his hardline stance on American values. Dale's endorsement wasn't just symbolic. She actively campaigned, aligning her Christian beliefs with Goldwater's message. This wasn't surprising. Dale's entire public persona was built around faith, family, and patriotism. In the 1970s, Dale shifted her focus back to music. She recorded several solo albums of religious songs, staying true to her faith. The songs were simple yet powerful, echoing themes of redemption, love, and hope. Even as television changed, Dale and Roy remained a beloved part of American culture. They introduced their old films on the Nashville network, bringing nostalgia to new audiences. The 1990s brought a new chapter for Dale. She launched her own religious television program, reaching out to viewers with messages of faith and hope. She continued to share her story, her struggles, and her unwavering belief that God had a plan for everyone. Even as Roy's health declined, Dale remained a beacon of strength. She was by his side until his death in 1998, ending a partnership that had lasted over 5 decades. In 1955, Rogers and Evans purchased a sprawling 168-acre ranch near Chatsworth, California, expanding it over time to 300 acres. It was a picturesque setting, fitting for 2 Western stars. But despite the scenic beauty and Hollywood success, tragedy struck them hard. Their adopted daughter Debbie was killed in a devastating church bus accident. She was only 12 years old. It was a heartbreaking blow that shook Dale and Roy to their core. The accident happened during a church outing, a trip that was meant to be filled with joy. But the bus lost control, leading to Debbie's untimely death. Dale was crushed by the loss. She often described it as one of the darkest moments of her life, saying that no parent should have to bury their child. Debbie's death changed Dale. She felt a deep sense of guilt, wondering if she could have done something to protect her daughter. Despite her pain, she remained committed to her faith, believing that Debbie was in a better place, reunited with their daughter Robin, who had died years earlier. The tragedy prompted Roy and Dale to make a life-changing decision. They left their beloved ranch in Chatsworth and moved to the 67-acre Double R Bar Ranch in Apple Valley, California. It was a fresh start, but the memories of Debbie's death haunted Dale. She threw herself into work, continuing to speak publicly about faith and perseverance. But there was a shift in Dale's tone. Her message became more raw and honest, often touching on the reality of grief and the struggle to keep faith alive during times of unimaginable pain. Throughout their marriage, Dale and Roy remained partners in every sense of the word, yet their relationship wasn't always smooth. In her later years, Dale began to reveal some of the struggles she faced. While never speaking ill of Roy publicly, she hinted at the pressures of their lifestyle, Roy's strict discipline as a father, and the strain that their careers placed on their family life. She described moments of loneliness, particularly during times when Roy was away filming or touring. Dale's honesty extended beyond her marriage. She also shared details about her own regrets, particularly the deceptions she felt forced to maintain during her early career. She admitted that the decision to pretend her son Tommy was her brother for so many years haunted her, even after she revealed the truth. It was a burden she carried privately, one that added to the pain she experienced throughout her life. Despite the heartache, Dale never stopped believing in the power of faith, family, and love. Her daughter Dodie often speaks about how Dale's resilience shaped her own life. Mom was a strong woman, Dodie recalls. She faced tragedy after tragedy, but she always found a way to keep going. Dale Evans passed away on February 7, 2001, at the age of 88, just 3 years after Roy's death. Her final years were marked by declining health, but she remained committed to sharing her story and promoting her faith. Dodie remembers her mother's last days as peaceful, with Dale expressing her readiness to reunite with Roy and her lost children in heaven. Dodie continues to honor her parents' legacy, often appearing at events and sharing stories of her life growing up as part of the Rogers-Evans family. She emphasizes that while her parents were beloved Hollywood stars, they were also real people who faced real struggles. Mom wasn't afraid to reveal the truth, Dodie says. She believed in sharing the good and the bad, because that's what makes a person whole. Dale Evans and Roy Rogers weren't just stars, they were legends. Their impact goes beyond Hollywood screens and country music charts, shaping the Western genre and inspiring fans across generations. Their legacy is etched in stone, literally on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Dale has 2 stars there, one for radio at 6,638 Hollywood Boulevard and another for television at 1,737 Vine Street. These stars represent not just her success, but a pioneering spirit in the entertainment industry. Roy Rogers has 3 stars of his own. His stars for motion pictures, television, and radio are all clustered along Vine Street. This trifecta is rare and reflects his influence across multiple mediums. Roy also received the Golden Boot Award in 1983, and later the Golden Boot Founders Award in 1996, celebrating his impact on the Western genre. In 1976, both Dale and Roy were inducted into the Western Performers Hall of Fame at the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum in Oklahoma City. This was a fitting honor for 2 icons who became synonymous with the Western way of life. Dale returned to the same Hall of Fame in 1995, this time as an inductee to the National Cowgirl Museum and Hall of Fame in Fort Worth, Texas. Roy was also honored as a founding member of the Sons of the Pioneers, the band that launched his career. In the music world, Dale made waves too. In 2002, she was ranked number 34 on CMT's 40 Greatest Women in Country Music. Her song Happy Trails remains a beloved anthem, symbolizing not just a career but a philosophy of life. The couple's legacy as musicians is cemented by Roy's induction into the Country Music Hall of Fame. Twice. In 1980, he was inducted as part of the Sons of the Pioneers and then again in 1988 as a solo artist. As of August 2022, he is still the only person to achieve this dual honor. The couple's story was also recognized on the Palm Springs Walk of Stars, where they share a Golden Palm Star dedicated to them in 2001. But their influence extends beyond honors and plaques. Dale's impact reaches into the realm of advocacy. Her efforts for children with special needs were groundbreaking, and the Dale Rogers Training Center in Oklahoma stands as a testament to her work. She changed the way society viewed children with developmental disabilities, using her own story to inspire compassion and understanding. Roy's legacy has a different flavor. He was proud of his Choctaw heritage, and in 1967 he was named Outstanding Indian Citizen of the Year by a group of Western tribes. This recognition highlighted his dedication to preserving Native American culture, even as he became one of the most recognizable cowboys in the world. Dale's story also lives on through her daughter Cheryl Rogers Barnett, who co-authored Cowboy Roy Rogers and Dale Evans. Cheryl's book provides an intimate look at life behind the scenes, capturing the love, struggles, and lessons learned from 2 of America's most beloved stars. In 2018, both Dale and Roy were inducted into the National Multicultural Western Heritage Museum, further solidifying their roles as cultural icons. Dale's work in inspiring young women, especially those with limited opportunities, makes her an enduring role model, and for Roy, his name remains synonymous with the ideal of the Western hero, a man of honor, integrity, and resilience. Their films continue to inspire fans, with the Sons of the Pioneers still performing Roy's classic songs. The family works tirelessly to preserve their legacy, appearing at events, publishing memoirs, and keeping the spirit of the cowboy alive. Dale and Roy's story isn't just one of fame. It's a tale of love, loss, faith, and an unwavering dedication to their values. They rode the trails of life with grace, facing both sunny days and stormy weather, and through it all, they kept smiling, just like their theme song promised.